Good morning, everybody. This is Michael. So, I finally have a chance to sit down and make a video for this website. This website is something that people have known about for many decades, since 1989. Basically, we've been in business assisting global job hunters to find positions, not only here in Tokyo, Japan, but around the world. The reason I wanted to make this video today was to give some explanation as to how we work. And the reason for that is because I myself am getting a lot of emails and a lot of telephone calls over here in Tokyo and from around the world asking so many questions about the way we work because people, I think what's happening is we started in 1989 and back then and up until now, people have understood how we worked and what we did. And this was before AI, and this was before people around the world started to scam job hunters. So the reason I'm making this video is to kind of let you guys know how this works and to hopefully answer some of your questions out there, so that I don't have to send out multiple emails about different kind of things. So this video should be a Q&A session with all of the questions right here, and the answers are coming now. So basically, we never pressure anybody at all to take our service. As a matter of fact, the service that we offer is not for everybody. And that's something that I always tell people right up front. If our service does not sit with you well, we completely understand because job hunting is a personal thing. We understand that. The reason why we created this company back in 1989 was because we found out that there are a certain segment of the population around the world that really enjoys a service that will allow them to find a new position without them hardly doing anything. Some people call this automatic job hunting services, and some people call this elite job hunting services, things like that, right? But I don't refer to us that way. I refer to us as a protection against scammers in 2026. Now, why do I say that? I say that because when we started out in 1989, we weren't concerned about scammers back then, but now everybody is concerned about all of these scammers around the world who are trying to make money from job hunters. So what I did was I thought to myself, well, wait a minute, we need to change the way we present this. And here's what I'm going to say. First of all, we never pressure anybody to take our service. If we do communicate with you, we'll give you information, we'll talk about how we work. But there's never going to be a time where we basically pressure anybody, oh, you have to sign the contract today, something like that. We would never do that. As a matter of fact, what we basically do is we'll give you information on how we work. We'll ask you if you want to sign a contract and get started. If you say no, that's fine. If you say you need to think about it, that's completely fine too. We will just walk away. And if you contact us after that, that's great. If you don't, we completely understand. Now, what is it that we do? Basically, what we do is we will take your resume and we will distribute your resume to our in-house database full of employers who are offering positions not only here in Japan, but around the world. And some of you are looking for a position domestically in your own country. You want to live somewhere within your own hometown or across the nation. And we can assist you with that. And we also have another category where we will help people from around the world who want to live in other countries and they require visa sponsorship. And we can assist you with that too. And then we have another service that does not involve a career search consultant. A career search consultant is a person who will do all of your job hunting for you. They do all of the work. They do all of the connection. They do all of the setup. They arrange all of the interviews. They talk to people for you. They talk you up. They make you sound as great as you are. They get your message across. They get your cover letters out there and your resume out there to the people who are actually doing hiring within your industry. The reason why this is really good in today's terms is because this has nothing to do with you sending your resume to an online job board that could be fake. No scammers are going to get your information and call you and try to scam you out of your money or try to get you to buy a computer in order to do the job, just things like that. So this is a layer of protection for job hunters who allow us to protect you from the scammers around the world. Because what we do is, like I just said, we only use our in-house database of employers who are hiring. We also use a global network that we have built since 1989 of employers who offer visa sponsorship. And there's no way scammers can penetrate our databases or global network. And when I say there's no way, there is absolutely no way because we actually do not have any of this in digital form. Everything is analog. The only thing that we do in digital form is we will distribute your resume to the in-house or the global network. But we will do this in a way that protects you from anybody ever viewing your resume except for the people that we have determined should be able to see it. Now, here's the kicker. Even when we do send your resume and cover letter or any information that you allow us to distribute digitally, we don't have your name on there. We don't have your phone number on there. We don't have any personal connection to you until the point where you deem it fit for us to be able to do that once everything is verified by you. We have already vetted everybody that we will distribute your resume to. So that's a given. But for your own peace of mind, we will not allow the company to know your name, phone number, address. Um, Basically, we don't even let them know where you work. Only your skills and experience and basically your character, that things like that. So these layers of protection that we have instigated into our system is not only effective, but it definitely does give pause for thought to the scammers who would like to try to get money from you. Now, what happens here? In this case, the scammers will go after us. Now, we're completely ready for them. We understand how they work and what they do. And our guys set up a system where the scammers cannot even penetrate our system. They don't even know where the system is. Is it in the cloud? Is it analog? They're not educated in the way of the American system of protecting job hunters. Now, why did I say American? Because I am American. I've been living over here in Japan for some 26 years, going on 27 years. But I am American. I am from America. I've been living over here, working to help people around the world not only find a job, but to be able to live in just about any city or any town, village, or whatever that you want to. Now, we don't have reach everywhere around the world. Nobody can say that, but we definitely have reach in the major cities around the world. And so that, keep that in mind. So let me move on just a little bit about how this would work for job hunters. So basically, yes, we do have a price for our services, and let me explain the prices. And the reason why is because, like I said, this is not for everybody. We completely understand that. So when I say the word price and you walk away, we completely understand, and that's not who we're talking to. We're only talking to the people who view this as a value. And so let's continue talking about it. And the rest of you with no interest can please respectfully continue with your job hunt. We completely understand. But for the rest of you, basically, let's start with the general job hunt. So if you wanted us to help you look for a position in your own country, you don't need visa sponsorship. The price for that is very, very inexpensive. In terms of US dollars, it's around $200 for a complete automatic job hunt or scammer proof job hunt, whatever you want to call it. Um, this price is lower than I think the market. I think there's a lot of companies out there who are charging 1,500 US dollars, but we thought that is ridiculous. And the reason why is because domestically, you don't really need to do too much to be able to get your information out there. So we thought it's better for us to show that we are not corporate greed at all. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. And the reason why I've been doing this for a long time matters is because we would rather, not have any business if if we're not able to help people, I feel like 1,500 US dollars to do a domestic job hunt is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I don't know where they came up with that number, but I do think that 200 US dollars, or in yen, it's about 20,000 yen. So you're going to have to do the exchange rate there. Okay. I'm pretty sure that we accept the funds in yen. Yeah. We're accepting the funds in yen. So it's around. So the cost is relatively not expensive. And what we do there is we will locate and secure interviews for you, and we will set everything up for you. You don't have to do anything if you're working or if you're stressed out or if you're like traveling or you're doing something where you just can't do your job hunt or you're burned out. Let us take over. We do everything for you. And so the next question that you probably have is how long will you actually do the job hunting for roughly $200? Basically, what we do, and here's the part that is really, really important for you guys to understand, is that we will continue your domestic job hunt for as long as you wish. Now, there's no cap. What I mean is, we will set up interviews for you. And if you don't like the company and you say, no, pass, I don't want to do that, I don't want to work for that company, that's fine. We pass, we'll do something else. And we continue going. We continue searching for you. We continue to set up the interviews for you. And until you're 100% happy, we will continue. And yes, we do sign a contract for this. Everything that we do, whether it is a global job hunt or a domestic job hunt, there is a contract that keeps everything legal. You sign the contract, we sign the contract, keeps everything legal. We have to do what we say we're going to do. You have to do what you have to do to assist in the process. Now, before we move on to that, let's jump over to the global job hunt where you need visa sponsorship. Now, if you need visa sponsorship, and most of you do need visa sponsorship to live and work globally, we will set up the interviews for you. You don't have to job hunt. And the interview that you go to will be with an employer who is offering visa sponsorship. And they are well within our database and our global network. And we have sent them numerous resumes in the past. They know who we are. They know how we work. They are vetted. They trust us. We trust them. And it's been many years that we have been doing this. So everything is pretty conducive in terms of protecting you. Again, we protect you from the scammers who are out there trying to somehow get money from you or steal your information or whatever like that. And we protect you in that way, the same way as we do with the domestic. Now, the price for the visa sponsorship is not going to be like the domestic. The domestic is roughly 200 US dollars. The international with the visa sponsorship is going to be roughly, I think it's around 1,800, something like that. Um, the price will fluctuate, depends on the market. Right now, it's around that area. Now, why is there a big difference between the international and the domestic? It's because visa sponsorship is something that is of high value, more difficult to get. We do have a database and international network of employers who do offer visa sponsorship. But what you have to understand is that this is a little bit tricky, and so the cost for this is a little bit higher. Some people will say it is higher, and I understand that. But the cost will definitely be of value because you will be able to live overseas legally with full visa sponsorship. So there is a difference there, we understand, but the difference is something that we cannot control. It is that this is what the market demands. So we do charge that much money. We try to keep it as low as possible. We could charge more, I suppose, but my whole thing about assisting global job hunters is when you're looking for a job, we understand. I mean, money sometimes can be a little bit tight, especially in this market in 2026, 2027. We completely understand that. So we're trying to keep the prices as low as possible. And but what you have to, and this is the main point I think all of you who are still watching this video need to understand is that what do you get after you become a member, of our system? What do you get? You get a new position with a salary that you deserve. Also, if it's globally, you get to live in another country with full visa sponsorship with a salary that you deserve. And you get all this without hardly having to do anything since we will be doing everything, basically everything for you. And so there's a lot involved there. For example, like daily communication on what we're doing will be something involved with that. Some people like to choose weekly updates on what's happening. We also meet you either face to face if you're over here in Japan, or we will meet you online, and we will give you like weekly updates on what we're doing and how it's going, and what is happening with your assignments. And we're pretty transparent. Now, one of the things that I have to tell everybody out there is that in order for people, like let's just say that you're deciding whether or not to do this, we don't want you to become a member until you're 100% satisfied. We're not going to push anybody, no hard sales or anything like that. What we do uh, insist on is communication a lot before you become a member. Even if you don't become a member, we completely understand. But before you sign a contract, we would meet with you multiple times at your suggestion, at your demand, because we understand the way the world is. You got a lot of scammers out there. We are very transparent, and we have nothing to hide, so we would let you know, like anything that you want to know in terms of who we are, what we do, how we've been doing it, things like that. Now, I could go in more detail about the contract. I can go in more detail about what we do, and we will do that over the next few weeks. I will be making more videos. I haven't had time in recent months actually because things have been a little bit too busy. There's so many job hunters looking for jobs, and they're not hearing back from companies, and people are so frustrated that they spend literally months and months and months sending out, resumes and not hearing anything back. And we're hearing everything from people. So I've been pretty busy with just listening to people's complaints about not us, but people who are job hunting on their own and not getting anywhere. So sometimes people tell us, I'm so happy you guys are around. Take my job hunt and do something with it, right? Now, here's the kicker. I'm glad you guys stuck around until the end of this video, because this is something that I decided to do today. The reason I decided to do this today was because I thought it's a great way to show how our company works, how we're not like corporate greed or we're not trying to, scam people out of anything. As a matter of fact, we will protect you from the scammers. And I'll make more videos all about that in terms of how we protect you from scammers. Excuse me. Okay, now the kicker. The kicker is this. And I am the owner of this company, and I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I'm the owner. And this morning I woke up and I thought to myself, you know what? Let's go one more level of transparency so that people can fully appreciate how we can assist you not only to locate and secure a job, but to do it in a way that you feel empowered and in control. Now, here it is. Now, I'm so glad that a lot of you stuck around to the end of this video because the people who left, they're not going to get this. They're not going to enjoy my idea that's going to help you. And here it is. Okay, here it is. If you are kind of on the fence and you're saying to yourself, hey, Michael, I don't know. I really don't know. This seems a little fishy to me. What I decided to do was, okay, yeah, if I was in your shoes in 2026 and this company just started up, something which we didn't, we've been here since 1989. But you just, I mean, you just found out about us. So for you, we're a new company, right? So I was thinking, okay, let's give them this challenge, and here it is. If you are thinking of becoming a member of the JE group and allowing us to do your domestic or your international job hunt for you, I have decided, and I didn't put anything together on the website yet, but I will. I will. But I have decided that for the first month, completely free. 100% free. No contract you have to sign. You don't have to do anything except send us your resume. You can, feel more at ease that you don't have to do anything until you see some kind of proof. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this yet because I just had this idea this morning, but I think it's good. So if you want to have like a trial month, and we've never done this before, this is the first time, but I think it's a good idea. If you want to do a trial month with no, you don't have to sign a contract, you don't have to do anything except test us, see how we do for you. If we do a good job, if we get you an interview within the first month, and you go on an interview and you get the job, fine. You don't have to pay us anything, nothing, zero. But think about it. If you do get an interview or two or three or four or five within the first month, and then you decide, wait a minute, these guys are really good. I want to keep going. Then yeah, let's talk about signing a contract and let's talk about getting you even something better because the longer you do it with us, the better you're going to get offers. You're going to get better money. You're going to get better conditions. You're going to get better location. Because the first month, I'll be honest with you, it's a bit slow, and maybe that's why I think it's a good thing for me to offer the first month for free. We're not going to ask for any credit card information. We're not going to ask for any cash, money, nothing, zero. The first month, 30 days, will be completely free, and we'll work on your job hunt assignment as though you did sign a contract. And I'll put my people on this, and I think this would be good. If I was a job hunter in 2026, I would do it as long as I don't have to sign a contract. I don't have to give you any money. I don't have to like spend any money. I just want to test you guys out. I want to see if you're for real. I want to see if you're better than the recruiters out there, recruiters. And we are not recruiters, by the way. We are career search consultants. A big, huge difference. A career search consultant actually works for the job hunter. A recruiter works for the company who is looking for the perfect person. We worked for you looking for the perfect company with the perfect money, with the perfect location. So we turned the tables. That's why this has worked since 1989. And that's why I would venture to say 99.9% of the people who were watching this video walked away because they just don't get it. They just see something like, I have to pay money for this? No way. But other people who stuck around to the end of this video are saying, this is an investment in me. I can see that. If you want something, you're going to have to give something. The world has changed since, he has taken over there in America. I'm not going to say its name. But I don't know. You guys think about this. And if you want to send me your resume and do a 1 month free trial lesson, let's do it. I'm all in for it. There's no problem on this end. I think that there is no company like ours, recruiter or career search consultant or anybody who is going to be this transparent and open. Now, I understand a lot of you out there who have made it to the end of this video is saying to yourself, I don't want to pay any money for somebody to do a job hunt for me. Why do I have to pay somebody to do that? And if you're in that camp, you're in that circle, believe me, this is not for you. We understand there's reservations, but what you also have to understand is the world has changed since you've been job hunting. Or if you're a young person, things are just not the way they used to be when I was a young little Michael. Okay, things have changed. Scammers, companies that are just pretending to have job postings out there. The world has changed. The JE Group is still here. We've been here since 1989. We know the games that people play out there in terms of the company, the scammers. Even job hunters tend to, try to play games with us too. But believe me, we've been doing this for such a very long time that, um, yeah, we're pretty good at what we do. But anyway, you guys think about this. Tell me what you think. Send me a message. Give me a call. If I'm not answering the phone, if someone else answers the phone, please leave a message. Leave your email. If you're here in Japan, I would be happy to have a coffee with anybody out there. Not the recruiters or not other companies like-minded like us. I only meet with job hunters. I only meet with people who are really looking for a job. I'm not looking for somebody to have coffee with just to waste time. So if you wanted to meet with me over here in Japan, I'll do it, but I'm going to vet you first, make sure you are who you say you are. I'm going to ask for your resume. I'm going to ask for your details. I don't just meet anybody out there because there's a lot of recruiters who try to meet with me and try to get information and things like that. Michael, don't play that, okay? So we're not going there. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I really appreciate everybody out there who made it to the end. If you did make it to the end, believe me, you are getting something of value here that we have never offered before. But I think it's very important for people to be honest and transparent and upfront with job hunters because things have changed and we know it and we've got to change too. Anyway, thank you very much. So today is Wednesday. All right. Um, I will be making a lot more videos. I just haven't had the time. I'm really sorry about that. I had some videos on this website for a long time, and I know you guys are sick of it. So I decided I better make another video. But I did, and I'll make more. And I promise you, I'll be more detailed into like things that are going on and how we work, and tell me your situation. If you can't afford something that we have, try resume distribution. It's another option that we have. Resume distribution cost about in US dollars, it's about 300 US dollars. However, I will tell you, I have been thinking about decreasing that price only because we're pretty busy. We're getting a lot of people doing resume distribution. So I thought, let's lower that price because a lot of people out there seem to need it. They want it. So lowering that price will help us as a company to gather more clients. But tell me what you think. Lower the price? We're not going to lower the other prices. We're not going to lower the Visa. We're not going to lower the domestic because those are as low as they can go. We have to make some form of income to keep this company going. But the resume distribution, my thinking, I'm not going to tell you my thinking. You tell me your thinking. How should we decrease that amount? At what percentage? And let's be completely honest. I'm not going to do 100%. Okay, so what do you guys think? Tell me what you think. All right, gotta go. Gotta work. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. You guys, please send me some email. Give me a call. Let's have coffee if you're over here in Tokyo. Don't be a recruiter because we don't want to meet with you. And that's it. See you guys later. Goodbye. Aloha.